Secret Invasion. What did we think about it? Flash. It's time for a deep conversation. Which one was better, Spider-Man or The Flash? Let's have a discussion. GNT back at you one more time for your listening and viewing pleasures. Yeah. We're back. New location, gentlemen.
Well, it's not really new.
It's
It's
That's new location, same as the old location.
Back home, gentlemen.
Yay!
It's the vacation house.
So the shore is across the street.
Yup.
We Airbnb this place.
I like it. As you can tell, we
5 stars will come back.
This has to stop. Okay, this has to stop.
I see
There's
this.
a lot of editing in this episode for you there.
There's a whole lot of editing going to be done. Long story, but we're back at Baby Gorilla Comics out here in the wonderful Penndel, PA area.
Word.
With the owner and the lovely host of the hour and a half conversation. I'm sure it'll be an hour and a half. Mr. Jose.
I'm lovely.
He said I'm pretty.
I'm so pretty. That's Larry's words, not mine.
He's very pretty.
Beauty so
and his grace.
So, besides Jose here, we have the normal GNT crew here. Go ahead and introduce yourselves. And this time, plug in your Instagram.
Oh, personals? Okay, cool. We're doing that now.
Yeah, why not?
All right, guys. This is Jorge, aka George. You guys can find me on Instagram at GM Productions because I do that.
Okay, all right. What's up? I'm Kevin, and you can find me on SpireKev55 on Instagram.
I'm Jose, and you can find me at Baby Gorilla Comics on all platforms.
Hello there. This is Mike. You can find me on Not 1 Cent Boat, kind of like Lost. Not Penny's Boat, Not 1 Cent Boat, and on Instagram.
Hi, he's Mike, and he's on Confused. I don't know what the heck he just said about what your social is, but I'm Larry. You can find me on Larry Marshall on Instagram.
Not N-O-T, the number 1 Cent Boat. Not Penny's Boat. You never watched Lost?
As we continue, also find us obviously on every platform.
Jeff Lowe wrote that, man.
On every platform at
Can we?
Geeks at the Nerds Table. Thank y'all so much for joining us today. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and watch more of this madness on a regular basis. But we have a fantastic conversation to have with y'all guys today. So as always, Kev, continue to be our illustrator of this. Grab your chair, pull that thing up to the table. We have something to talk about today. And we want to start off with Secret Invasion.
Oh.
Wow, that was climactic.
We got,
Pissed off.
we got that bass outside.
Bum, bum, bum.
Dude, that
That was crazy.
the Skrulls are attacking.
Yeah. Secret Invasion.
It's beginning.
So a lot of mixed emotions that's been going on right now when it comes to that show. Now, granted, it's only one episode.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And one episode don't tell the whole entire story. Because in all actuality, if we remember WandaVision, the first episode, to me, was not that good. I did not enjoy it.
The first 3 episodes were like,
Where's it going?
It was just a setup. It was definitely slower than what we're used to for the Marvel universe because they usually start off with a bang.
Right.
it,
right
it
away.
definitely picked up when the kids were born.
I think it really picked up when they start introducing, like, holy crap, this is what's happening in her world and on. Okay, so in other words, we have a feel of what it's like with a really weird beginning. But I believe it was a good start.
I did too. I agree.
And like I said, there's mixed emotions. What do y'all guys actually think about that episode, like, for real, for real?
It was just one episode. People, now we're gonna talk about more other stuff in the next few minutes, but I feel like everyone's just so overly critical now. No matter what type, it could be Marvel, DC, Star Wars, and it's been like that for Spider-Verse, Flash, and now Secret Invasion. Now, was it perfect? No, but people are just over-hating it for God knows what reason. I feel like some people are just piggybacking off what people are saying. Now, if you don't like it, you don't like it. It's fine. But don't hate it just because other people hate it.
Now, what I'm seeing about that, and I'm just chiming in here, is people seem to not like it, but they're still rating it good.
Yeah.
Which is weird. It's still got positive reviews. It's like, this is only the first episode, and it's kind of boring, but we'll see the long-term thing. Now, if that was a DC thing, it would be, we're going to hate it and hate it and hate it, and you're getting a DF. Like, you're getting, like, an F-.
I think people aren't giving it a chance. It's the first episode, so why are the expectations so high? You know?
Because it's
I
Marvel.
Honestly, to me, I thought it was a fantastic episode. I think it sets up, if you really deep dive, it sets up what's going to come. I think, is it 6 or 8 episodes for this?
I think
Probably
it's 6.
Yeah, 6.
But I think I don't know how they're going to squeeze everything. I know it leads up into Secret Wars. But yeah, I thought it was fantastic. I thought there was, right off the bat, I don't know if we're doing spoilers.
Spoilers.
Okay.
Cross that wall. We're over the wall,
Spoilers. So, you know, the way they set it up with what's his name? The one who was a Skrull, who was from Wakanda.
Talos.
Yeah, Talos, but what was
He had his agent something.
Agent something?
The one that was hanging out
sorry.
with
Oh.
Valentina. The one he was like hanging out with Valentina.
Valentina's husband.
Yeah.
Ex-husband.
Yeah, that.
I forget his name.
There's
I'm
an
drawing a
action
blank,
figure
too.
of him.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
you know, you come to find out
Wakanda forever.
Yeah.
you come to I can't believe I'm drawing a
Yeah, me
blank
too.
on this. But
Thank
yeah,
you, Google.
I think it was a good start. It was action packed from the beginning.
He was a hobby.
And it sets up, and if you pay attention, the leader of the Skrulls, after Talos got kicked off, the guy at the end, he was in the show from beginning to end, and people didn't realize that. He was the little girl with the ball.
Yeah.
He was the girl kissing the guy in the thing. He was the old man, and then you see that reappear at the end.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh crap, like this dude's everywhere, and he knows he was the old man at the bar
Yeah.
when he
Right.
said,
Yeah.
"You still don't have it.
Yep.
You don't have it anymore, Fury." You
Everett
have
Ross.
Everett Ross. Good job.
Bingo.
Thanks.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna set up for a lot of moments, especially the way they ended it with Maria Hill.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, if that doesn't tell you, it's gonna be high impact from this episode forward, and a lot's gonna go down. That's gonna set up the future of the MCU as far as Secret Wars and the future of the movies. Some people just can't be satisfied, and people can't get out of their own way thinking that, oh, well, they're not following the comic book. It's not a comic book story. It's an adaptation of the original comic book story.
Right.
Get it out of your head. They're not following with exactly what everybody wants. They can't please everyone, unfortunately. And honestly, I've read the comic books. I want to see something a little different. But that's just me. But you have your diehards who want you to stick verbatim on what the comic book has.
Right.
But for me, it was a good show. Very good.
I'm going to rebuttal you. I did not enjoy it, but I'm excited for the next episode because I want to see where this plays out and how it recontextualizes the Marvel Universe to see, like, who's been a Skrull, like, what's going on with Fury right now. I fell asleep. Of course, I'm up at 4 in the morning, but it just didn't hook me, but I want to see what's next.
And you know what? You made a good point, too. You were saying that we're going to start revealing who these Skrulls were.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be some bomb drops.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's going to be some people that you weren't expecting were Skrulls, and you're going to be like, oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Like Fury could be a Skrull, and we don't know.
That's
right.
I think
And they keep referring to how he's 3 steps behind, where normally he's 3 steps ahead, and he knows what's going to happen next. So that might not be Fury, but I don't think we're going to know until the very last episode.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I know you were getting ready, but if you see the beginning credits, they show Fury's face with half a Skrull. where it's half scroll,
Exactly.
half thing, and the it's all green and purple, which is the scrolls are green and they bleed purple.
Right.
So
that intro is a whole bit of controversy right
Yeah.
now.
It really
with
is.
It's long.
The AI
it's very
generated.
long.
Very long.
So let's talk about that real quick. So what do you guys think about that AI generated intro?
It's a cool idea, but it's didn't look very good to me.
It is what it is. It's a way to use a new technology.
Mhm.
Is it ethical? Depends.
I just think they're trying to save on, VFX.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
That
what
too.
it is. You know what I mean?
Thor agrees.
Thor agrees.
Ooh.
You know, can I be honest with you? I didn't even pay attention to it.
I was over here
because-
waiting for it to be in the end. Why did you not put it in the beginning?
I didn't. I promise I didn't even see it. Because when I watched it, it was so early in the morning. I watched it on my phone because you know how you get so hyper, like it came out, and so I started watching on my phone and not my television or anything larger.
Yeah.
So therefore, it's like I didn't even notice that it was it was anything funky. But now that y'all said something, I'm going to notice it from now on.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. Now here's my big thing about this show, that there's real consequences that we kind of feel in this because we don't know who's who, why's why, and we already had a death of a major character.
Right.
Maria Hill was a major character.
Mhm.
She's been
Yeah,
around
she
for
was.
over a decade.
Yeah,
Like,
since 2012, she's
like-
been around. Since
and-
Avengers.
And just gone. She gone, y'all. Like,
Yeah.
And that scene was so fast. It just was like, oh damn.
oh, like,
Yeah, it kind of
crap.
hits you. You were like, oh, wow, that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one thing that I did notice, and I was telling George and Kevin earlier before we got started, was, and it's only because I follow a lot of TikTokers that talk about comic books and stuff. So this didn't come from me, but I'm just gonna repeat it because it does make sense. In the beginning credits, everything's green and purple, except for the White House. The White House was white, which means I'm taking it as the Skrulls. That president, our president in that show, is a Skrull, and everything's being controlled by the government, which are run by Skrulls.
It could be, and especially with
Possible.
her going down, it's going to try and diminish Shield. The biggest government
Yeah.
agency that takes care of that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Just so y'all know, Thor is very mad at us right now.
It is
Guys,
about to pour buckets outside. We got thunder and lightning. Oh my!
Oh my. But it's watching this show, and I said losing a major character. I promise, when she got shot, I was looking at her so hard because I wanted to see if she was going to turn.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I was like, please turn.
Yeah.
Please turn. Because I didn't want her to die.
Yeah.
I was like, please turn to a scroll. Let it be a copy.
But the Skrull that played Maria Hill was Talos's wife in the
Right.
movie, and she
And
died.
she died.
So
Yeah.
it had to be Maria Hill.
Oh, that's a shame. So, I mean, are we saying basically we excited for the rest of this, for the rest of the series to see where this thing is going?
I am.
This is the future of Marvel, right?
I am.
This is going to be a roller coaster for a lot of emotion and a lot of theories. It's just like it's going to be like WandaVision, where to everyone, everything was Mephisto.
Yeah, where's Mephisto going to fit in here?
I was going to say Mysterio. I don't know why, but this show is definitely going to turn some heads.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited about it.
I just hope I hope they don't drop the ball by the end.
Yeah.
They've done in the past, like with She-Hulk. She-Hulk gets trash. I think I don't think it was as bad as people make it seem. It was the most comic book accurate TV show. But when they show Scar at the end with that haircut and crappy CGI, it was just like, nah, you just messed up.
When you show her with Kevin,
Hi.
I was done.
That was hilarious.
What did you say?
Oh, that was hilarious.
Oh, I thought that was hilarious.
That was a swing. That was a big swing.
They definitely took a swing for the fences, but they why are we talking about She-Hulk? But, I was about to go on a rant about She-Hulk, but like She-Hulk, I think they took that to make fun of us.
They totally did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were just like, we're gonna do whatever we want anyway. So there you go.
which is what She-Hulk does.
Yeah,
Mhm.
You know, like she is that that Deadpool character that's there to make fun of us at all times.
yeah.
And have a good storyline to go along with everything. So yeah, I guess that really happened.
Well,
Okay.
once she started twerking with Megan Thee Stallion, it was over.
That
I didn't even touch how to touch I am. I didn't even think Megan Thee Stallion was a real thing. Like my wife was like, yeah, Mike, like that's a real singer, and I'm like, what?
She's real.
She's real. Yeah.
She's not Santa Claus.
She does exist.
real enough to twerk on the episode. That's all I gotta say.
For real, like, all right, why this episode might not have hooked me for like an opening episode. Like I said, I do want to see how this sinks its teeth into like the Marvel universe. Like, I want to see where this goes. I want to see the consequences.
Especially when you got the Marvels next, and a lot of people are not excited for that movie
I
either.
don't think anyone's excited. For
I'm,
that.
I'm
Wait, doesn't
I'm
it-
not.
Doesn't that trailer open with is Fury in the beginning
Yes.
of that
Yeah,
trailer?
he's in the
Like,
beginning.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the sky, in space.
So I wonder if
Oh.
Fury lives. Oh wait.
Well,
That's
that goes
why-
back. That goes back to Jose's theory about the Fury that we
Yeah.
have on the ground level could be the Skrull because the other one could be in space during the Captain Marvel movie.
He might be a Skrull trying to infiltrate.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
know,
Interesting.
but
Now, here's my going by what we said about Maria Hill. Wasn't Talos the one that was playing Nick Fury?
yes,
Well, I guess multiple
But he-
Skrulls can
But
play.
Talos
Yeah.
is in there. Like they show him, he's still playing.
Right, but
and
Talos
he's
is Talos.
and he's the ugliest Skrull Nick Fury knows.
yes. All right,
Which
so,
means Nick Fury might be hooking up with some female Skrulls up in space.
Ooh.
Just saying,
Ooh.
he might have a little Nick Fury Skrull up there.
Oh God. Just when you want to hear
McFury. Is that what you call
A
it?
Skrull with
McFury?
Nick Fury,
a scroll with an eye patch that curses.
you know.
well,
Get these dun on the.
But yeah,
Focus.
wheel it in, brother.
Did I cut you off
Wheel it
again?
in.
I'm good. It's been all day. It's been all... Okay, so there you go. That's our thoughts of Secret Invasion. Everybody just chill. Don't let's not destroy this thing, and we only one episode in.
Mm-hmm.
We have a nice little journey. I am kind of upset because I was hoping that was going to drop the whole entire season all in,
So
in
what?
one, but
That was supposed to be what was supposed to happen, right?
No,
They
that
were
was
supposed to
Echo.
Drop 2 episodes in the beginning, and they only dropped 1. At least that's what I heard.
To reel this back, I think we can all agree it's going to be better than Agents of Shield, right?
This might be their
I've
Yeah.
never watched Agents
I
of Shield.
did.
I enjoyed.
I just
Agents of
started
S.H.I.E.L.D.
watching.
Yeah,
Like,
I
the
didn't think it
first
was that
season
bad.
was all right, but like
Yeah.
then it started.
They
getting
gave
that,
us Ghost Rider.
that fits.
I saw the
whatever.
first 3 episodes
Yeah,
this week,
and, like,
literally, of
it
Agents
was-
of Shield.
And it was like
That and Captain Carter.
Wait, aren't we
I
supposed to
never
get
watched
Quake in
Captain
this?
Carter.
Yeah.
Aren't we supposed to get Quake in Secret
We're,
Invasion?
yeah, we're
Yep.
supposed to. The girl who played Quake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what? Yeah, this could be the MCU's version of Agents
But
of Shield.
see, if they bring her in and they like make that canon, that's gonna bug me because that means
You have to watch it.
no, that means Coulson's alive,
Correct.
Oh,
and that kind
I
of
didn't
like
think of that.
defeats the Avengers coming together.
yeah, yeah.
But I digress.
You never watch Agents of Shield?
I did.
Okay.
I never finished it.
Okay.
They went to like
Yeah.
Well, the
they went
last
to
one-
this crazy planet was when I stopped watching it.
Yeah, when it was like in outer space.
Yeah,
it was,
and
in
then
a
like
different universe.
Coulson had like a black hand and
Yeah, it was.
It gets
got
gets
weird.
crazier.
Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't
because-
finish it.
because it was like went to some kind of like future of a different
Yeah,
universe
they-
and Quake destroy Earth.
Yes.
I
It
didn't
sounds like a
even get that
knockoff
far.
of like Age of Tomorrow, like that DC.
Well, it felt that way. Too.
Yeah,
It was bad. It was really bad. But nonetheless, we're not talking about Agent of Shield. Thanks, Mike.
Hey.
I'm sorry. So
It's
we're
not
talking
Mike.
about no Agent of Shield no more. We're
Mike
not talking
Fawn's here.
about- We're not even going to talk about Secret Invasion no more because it's time for us to go ahead and pivot onto a major question.
Oh man.
Mm.
Jose, you
And I need y'all that's watching us to be real with your answers. Of course, on the inside, because we can't get your answer at least right away. But which movie was better? The Flash or Spider-Verse? Now,
All right, Carter.
I know we're at the Baby Gorilla comic book shop, but the whole gorilla noises is like.
I have my answer. You
Obi
want me to
Mike,
hold
Obi
it?
Mike.
Go ahead, Mike.
Yo, the Flash was a complete movie,
Yes.
and it had Michael Keaton in it.
Yes.
Batman.
The end.
That's my argument.
That's
I thought you'd give a better fight than that, bro. Like,
I'll watch him read the phone book as long as he's saying it with the Batman voice.
yeah. Arrogant DJ.
I'm old man.
In my opinion, both movies were excellent. Very
That
good.
is true.
Both movies were extremely good. I'm very excited for Into the Spider-Verse 2 or 3,
Whenever
part
we
2
get
of
that.
this one. Hopefully next year. But I'm sorry, Flash was the better movie. Flash was nostalgic. And I mean, like, not even Michael Keaton. Dude, they had CGI'd Christopher Reeves, the original Supergirl, Adam West, Jason Garrett's Flash.
They
Nicolas
brought in
Cage.
George Reeves.
I'm not.
Like, come on.
I'm not even a fan of Nicolas Cage. To be honest with you, I think he's dry as hell. But to see him in it was pretty cool.
tearing up that spider.
But for me, when I saw Christopher Reeves, like a tear came down. Like not really, but really.
There's no shame in my game. I was crying like a little girl, man.
There was so much to that movie, and it's a shame because it bombed, and because it bombed, we're not getting Batman Beyond.
Just the reverse too. Like we saw Christopher Reeve, but we also saw him and Helen Slater together for the first time on screen.
That
we
movie
had
never happened.
Superman and Supergirl.
Yeah. So to me, I have to give the edge to Flash.
I think Flash set like a new standard for intros too.
Kevin's in deep thought right now. Let's go to
He
Kevin.
is. There's smoke coming out of his ears.
Or is he mad?
Well, we know that's King Spider-Man. Heck, his shirt right now is Spider-Man. He is the almost the leader of the Spider-Man fan club.
It's not even that. It's both movies were good. Like they
Very
were
good.
really good. It's just
But Mario Brothers was better.
Bro, come on, let it out, Kev.
That's JK.
Let it out, buddy.
You can
Do it. Do it.
all right. I'm gonna do it. To me, I seen both of these movies twice. To me, I give it to Spider-Man by a smidge.
Wow. Okay.
All right, well, you got to elaborate now.
Because I really, really enjoyed the first Spider-Verse movie. I still think the first one is better than the second one.
Wait, but that's not answering the question, though. We're talking about
I'm getting to it. Just give me a second.
Okay.
He's so angry.
Angry are you?
No pressure, bro. No one's watching.
Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Yep, had to throw it in there. Star Wars all the time.
Yes, The Flash was great. It doesn't deserve the hate that it does. Obviously, for some people, it's because of the actor. Other things, leave it at that. But Spider-Verse to me was a phenomenal movie. The effects, the animation for almost every Spider-Man we saw were different. And the story, obviously, it's just a build up to the next one. But, I mean, oh my God. The soundtrack, I'm going to be like Mike, the soundtrack for Spider-Verse was phenomenal.
Dude.
I 1000% agree.
And they got them
soundtrack
synths in for
was phenomenal.
Spider-Man 2099.
Mhm.
Oh, man, that was great.
Mhm. Just to me, if it was up to me, if I had to choose to see one movie one more time, it would be Spider-Verse. I just really enjoyed this movie. It was entertaining from beginning to end. Again, but it's only by a smidge. I really did enjoy Flash. I really did.
Bro, you're going through it right now.
I know.
You are seriously going through it.
Because these are my two favorite. Flash is my favorite DC hero.
Okay.
And obviously Spider-Man is my favorite of all time.
Couldn't
So it's like choosing your child, technically.
What?
Yeah.
You chose
Oh,
your
that's
favorite.
easy. No, that's That's a joke, just in case my kids are watching.
That's easy.
You
for me.
got one-
I
you
got
got one
one
over
kid. I got one kid.
You got
That's a
one
real
over
easy choice.
My daughter's in the background looking at us like, oh, who's your favorite dad?
She was like, "I'm here right now. It's me, right? It's me, right?"
She's like, it's me.
It's me with a little knife. It's me.
well, she is the one helping me out in the store today. So, Madison, you won today.
Wow. Okay. But yes, I say to me it's Spider-Verse.
That's interesting.
Yes.
That's very, very interesting. 'Cause I know how you felt about the Flash when we walked out.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I
Yes.
was there also when you watched Spider-Man. So I
Yes.
saw your reaction to that one too.
Mm-hmm.
And
My reactions were different. Yes.
we walked out of there, and it's funny that after we had our walkout, video, just like how we really felt about the movie. Like soon you walk out, how do you feel?
Yeah.
And literally is quoting my wife. She said, "Wow, y'all really look depressed after watching it."
I called you guys up.
Yeah.
I called Larry up. I was like, "Yo, what happened? You're like dour. Like, what happened?"
And it was kind of, and it wasn't like, man, it was like, wow, that was good, but we just saw Flash last week,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and it was like that was like front and center in our minds of how that movie felt, and it felt like a conclusion. If that makes
Yes.
any sense.
Yeah.
It felt like we saw the beginning of the end. Like it was over. Like it felt like if nothing else happened, it's like, all right, we saw the end of it. And
Are you talking
it was
about
good.
Flash?
Yes.
Okay.
Spider-Man wasn't the case. It was, as I told y'all guys, it was very Empire Strikes Back-ish.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So it's right set smack in the middle of it's not we don't realize how great Empire Strikes Back was until after we saw Return of the Jedi.
Yep.
And then we said, oh, that one there was an amazing movie. Empire Strikes Back was probably the best one out of the three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we came to that conclusion because we saw the conclusion.
Right.
I think in order for me to really give high praise to the second one, I have to see the
The third one.
conclusion.
That's why I said like
Yeah.
up front, like
'Cause
the
they
Flash
left you-
is a full movie.
Yeah, they definitely left you. They definitely left you hanging. And
Yeah.
Yeah, they left-
Spider-Man, like,
Miles was dangling too.
all right.
like-
Before I say anything, are we talking spoilers of Spider-Man?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Sorry,
so,
George. George has not seen any of these yet.
Yes,
George, earmuffs.
we're
No, just eat
Put
it.
We're
yourself
very-
in.
I'm gonna
Just
just
eat
eat it at some point.
Just eat it. Just
Yeah,
eat it. Just look forward to
I'm
seeing
taking one for
what
the team, y'all.
but there was so much to unpack, and like I can't wait to see it on like TV streaming
Mhm.
so I can pause and watch everything and
Yes.
catch all the little things. But dude, they had Childish Gambino, who played the Prowler in the first Homecoming Spider-Man. Okay, you had Tobey Maguire Spider-Man in there. You had Andrew Garfield Spider-Man in there. There was so much. It was just way too. You can't see this movie one time and say you got everything.
Right.
It's not humanly possible. Your brain doesn't function that way.
Dude, they made Ben Riley cool.
Yeah. Like, this movie is a roller coaster. The animation was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
It was just different. It was just so different. It was just a really good movie, but yeah, Flash takes it for me.
That's,
But I can't wait to see the third one,
now,
the continuation.
Yeah, we're gonna dive into this. You need to answer your question.
oh, which one is better? You're absolutely right. I believe the Flash. I thought that would have been self-explanatory from my answer, but the Flash for me was a better movie.
Okay.
Because we saw, like I said, the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was a complete movie. It wasn't a cliffhanger-ish. Even though I have George,
Hey,
I'm sorry.
do it.
Even though the cliffhanger that they left us with, having Miles be the Prowler
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that universe
But it makes
is bananas.
Yeah.
Is bananas.
As soon as I realized he wasn't on his Earth, and then I saw Earth 42, I was like,
Dude,
the
that's
spider
like
came from Earth 42 that bit him, and then Miguel explains to him, because of you, there's no
Right.
Spider-Man in Earth 42, and that's why.
That was so
he
obvious,
became
but
the
it like
Prowler.
snuck up and like punched me in
Yeah.
the face. Like
Yeah.
I was so caught up, it didn't
He
even. I was
came
like,
out with the
he's gotta get
cornrows.
to that machine. He's gotta get to that machine. And like he got sent to his other thing, and he's racing across town, and he's racing across, and you can't even see like what's going on. If there's fires, and then they were like, the spider was from that UR, and I'm like, oh no.
When they revealed when he said, "I'm Spider-Man,"
Who's
and
Spider-Man?
Mom was like, "Who's that?" And it was like, "What?" And I think the whole audience was like, "Huh?" All
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah.
And we were like, "Oh no, it's not in his universe." When that clicked,
Yeah.
it was like, "Holy crap! What universe is he in?"
Yeah.
And they said 42. I was like, "Oh."
And did you realize Miguel O'Hara is also Moon Knight?
Yeah.
It's Isaac.
Yeah, it's
That's
Isaac.
why he's Moon
Oscar
Knight.
Isaac.
It's
Ah.
him. I thought it was from the voice. I thought it was Pedro Pascal at first, but no,
Yeah.
it's Isaac.
Yeah, they gave him like all this props because he played like a lot of the key Marvel players in like the last maybe 10 years. He did Fox. He was
Apocalypse.
Apocalypse,
Yeah,
and then
Ivan Ooze.
Apocalypse.
We all forgot about that one.
yeah. So he
For good reason.
man's a beast, man. Man's
Yeah.
a beast.
There was so much foreshadowing from the first movie. I come to realize because after watching the second one, I rewatched the first one. When once Miles gets bit, right, and that his universe Peter saves him. You got when their spider senses are going off together. You realize Miles is green and purple, and it changes to red and blue because his fate was going to be the Prowler in his universe.
Yeah, I did see that too.
Really?
Yeah,
Holy
Nice
crap.
catch.
Yeah.
I
Mm.
did not realize that.
And you also it went right by me too because right when he gets bit, you saw the spider glitch out. We all thought, oh, it's just
Right.
how that's how it goes.
just
But no,
animation,
I know what I'm doing tonight.
yeah, absolutely.
yeah, because they're staring at each other, and you see the spider sense going off, and Miles was green and blue
yeah.
or green and purple,
and
and it changes to blue and red.
That is crazy. I never. Okay.
So it was all
so-
foreshadowed.
So
Yeah.
Miles killed Peter Parker. He's a murderer. He should be arrested. Just saying.
Are you saying
That's why
Spider-Man's a
99
menace?
is that. But that was no to answer that question, George. From before that, where and also Mike, and I'm glad you saw it. Because you saw it firsthand how the importance of. I'm sorry, George.
It's okay.
The
watch
like
You have been shunned.
99.
I am not geeky enough for this table today.
99's storyline as him as the enemy was all for good reason. You know what I mean? Like he was fighting for for a good reason. He is not wrong, but he's not doing it the Spider-Man way.
Yeah.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Like that's
Almost
not
tyrannical.
extremely radical, and have a whole entire team to go behind him.
Oh, can I mention one other thing about the Spider-Verse and the Miles Morales and the dynamic between his mother and father and him?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, they hit the Puerto Rican side on all levels in that
Yes.
movie.
I-
They had flan, they had plátanos.
They kept saying that he's not Puerto Rican, he's Dominican.
No, he's half Puerto Rican, half black.
Right,
And
but
it was a joke that he goes,
because
"Oh,
they
I
said the
could be
Platanos and
Dominican."
everybody was
Yeah.
like, bro, he's Dominican.
No.
I don't care what you say, he's Dominican.
I don't eat plátanos, but I grew up with all that stuff,
I
so
love
I
me some
know.
plátanos.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, and that reminds me, one of my favorite scenes in the movie is when him and his mom were sitting up on that roof.
Yeah.
Right? Like I was like getting misty eyed when she was talking to him about that. It hit me, and I don't know. I'm a father. I have a daughter. I want to grow up and see big things. She's gonna do big things. And she's telling that to her son.
Yeah.
And like it sucker punched
But,
me. It hit
yeah,
me.
It was very, very on point with the Spanglish. Pero mi hijo, you know what I'm talking about? Like, it was just like, as a Puerto Rican man, in my 40s, who grew up with a mother that was like that even at 45, she still tries to baby me. And I'm like, Mom, you're 4'11" and 80 years old. You can't change my diaper no more. But no, it was spot on. It truly was, and I appreciated that. Like that they took the time to really do their research. Because not every movie does their research in depth with the food, with the language, with the way the family are, and how if you go to a Puerto Rican event, you're getting kissed and hugged by everybody.
Amen,
There's
brother.
a kiss, a cheek, and a hug. Don't matter if you're a stranger, you're getting a kiss, a cheek, and a hug.
In the plate.
Yeah. And you get
A plate when you
a
walk
plate
in, a
that
plate when
could,
you leave.
yeah, a plate that could feed 3 people.
I am
you know.
3 people now.
Yeah.
And you better not like disrespect them by not eating it all.
Yeah.
Eat every crumb.
But no,
Big facts.
they both movies were fantastic. They really were. And there's so much you can appreciate from both. The Flash, unfortunately, is getting, run through the mud, and it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be.
It should not.
If you guys are listening to us and you still have time to go see it in IMAX, preferably.
Go see it with me,
Yes.
apparently.
No, George will meet you there.
We'll meet you there.
Jorge will meet you there.
I will meet you.
And yeah, it's definitely worth the watch.
Mhm.
So,
And, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
so real quick, since I did not see the movie, I'm gonna pull a page from Mike real quick, and just kind of ask a question for you guys.
Mhm.
With all of the time that we had from 2020 when it was supposed to drop, so now, was that amount of time? I guess.
What killed it?
No, not what killed it, but like, did it hold up the hype for you guys watching it? Was that 2 years worth the wait?
When it got announced that Michael Keaton was going to be back, I thought it was internet rumor, but I've been sitting on that for 2 years, and it's been stirring in my brain. And when he comes on screen and doesn't miss a beat,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
So it just marinated in you.
Yeah.
Mhm. Like he comes up as like Bruce Wayne. He fights the 2 Flashes, and then like he finishes his fight and he gives this little like quirky like head thing, and it's exactly what he did in the '89 movie. He's quirky. He's perfect. He did not miss a beat in his age.
Yeah, he definitely killed it. I mean, his stunt double did amazing.
All
Because we
floppy armed
know
and
he
everything?
didn't do all that stuff. But
Yeah.
in regards to waiting that long, so I have my own beliefs or views on why this movie bombed. Obviously, Ezra Miller is the main reason. Not the main reason. I think he's one of the bigger reasons.
Yeah.
And a lot of people might disagree with me, but like I said, this is my opinion. So if you like it, great. If you don't, that's okay too. I think the people that hurt this movie from doing the money it should have did was Warner Brothers and James Gunn. I think they should have waited to after this movie came out to announce the rebirth of the DCU.
Yeah.
There is no point in watching a movie and being so hyped for it when it's not going to be a continuation. It's not going to go forward. They're not moving with it to DCU. So it was like, all right, we lost Henry Cavill. We lost Ben Affleck. We lost Gal Gadot. We lost Aquaman or Jason Momoa. And although this movie's great, why should I spend $20 a ticket, because you know how movies are expensive now, to go see a movie that's not going to be a continuation, where with the MCU right now, we know there's a continuation. We know there's a timeline. And with the DCU, it's starting fresh with Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if they just put a title card at the end? The DC restarts with James Gunn's Superman Legacy in 2025. Like, and that's
Blue
how they
Beetle's gonna
announced it.
bomb. Blue Beetle, I think, will do well.
I'm actually excited for Blue Beetle.
too.
The
excited
suit
for that.
looks fantastic.
It does.
Yeah, and then they got a great actor, the kid from
Karate
Kid.
Kid. Or Cobra Kai.
Cobra
Yeah.
Kai.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great.
I think Jaime Reyes is
Aquaman-
like cool enough that like I think he can
Yeah.
carry his own movie.
I think Aquaman is gonna bomb.
Yep.
I think it's gonna do like
I sure
20
hope
million.
I hope not.
Like
I love the first one.
Aquaman's gonna bomb. There's no point in seeing that movie.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa, we all know, is coming back as Lobo in a
Yep.
Superman movie, probably Superman Legacy.
I heard that.
Or I don't think they'll do his own standalone movie. He's not that big enough of a character.
Not yet.
I mean, we're getting Kraven the Hunter, so Lobo can be in there somewhere.
But that's Sony. So we know what we've seen
That's exactly what
Morbius. We seen Morbius. We seen what Sony does with
Did
their
we see Morbius?
MCU.
You see Morbius. I
Yeah.
didn't.
Nope.
You
I
didn't
did
watch
not
it,
see
dude?
one.
It went on Netflix. I was shocked.
And I'm still not watching it.
Do it.
Yeah.
See the bad.
I saw. You know what I saw?
So the
Morbius,
bad.
the trailer.
Me too. Me too.
See the bad, so you know what's good later.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Yeah, it was bad. I cried,
Yeah,
and not in a good way.
Yeah, I Jose, I think like you hit like the nail on the head. Like it could have been handled so much better. There's no reason this movie should have hit like it hit.
There was no need for them to announce, hey, all these are canceled. We're losing Henry Cavill. None of that should have been announced until after this movie dropped. And then, how much money did they spend? $1 billion making this movie?
Yeah, I don't
Or
even think
something
they recouped.
ridiculous.
They didn't recoup.
They made $50 million their first weekend.
And that's
On a movie with Batman, not just one Batman. You got two Batmans, and you got Michael Keaton.
Because
No.
people are waiting for the streaming service.
You had
yeah.
3 Batmans,
Yeah.
technically.
Yeah. You had George Clooney. You had Michael Keaton. You had Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
So it's
Actually,
that just clicked in my head.
there
too.
was
You had Adam
you had
West.
Adam West too.
yeah. Oh
He did
man.
the cameo.
Thank
Yeah.
you for taking me.
it was so great. No, but yeah, I definitely agree with that. You know, another part of I think of the bomb nation of this movie.
Yeah.
Obviously, it had to do with Ezra Miller, but I don't think it has to do with what he did. I think it's still the weird love, and we talked about this earlier today. The weird love that people still have for the Flash TV show
Mm-hmm.
and that Barry Allen.
So that was my next
And-
question
Yep.
for you guys too.
And like it's now
The answer is nope.
That was quick.
I don't want to
Another
see him
one
play
shows
the
up, but
Flash.
not him.
No,
Yeah.
it wasn't that.
No, I don't
Was he
want
in
it.
it?
No,
No.
not that either.
Okay.
So like,
Should we
did
have
this
him
movie
play the Flash?
No.
Oh.
Did this movie take that the original CW fans to convert them to what DC could do for Flash?
See, I think they wanted that to happen, but it definitely did not. 'Cause their fandom is so weirdly skewed to that Barry Allen that they wouldn't even accept the idea of another Barry Allen like Ezra Miller.
Oh, we got
You
like
had-
10 seasons of that?
And they-
7, 8.
Yeah.
Talk about
But you had
they
you
put-
had people who say that the show Flash had better CGI than the movie.
It did. I'm sorry. The running in that looked
No.
way better.
You didn't see it.
No.
How could you say that?
Because I saw the I
Dude,
saw the
no,
trailer
no,
and I'm just like
after that
No,
opening
no.
sequence,
It got
when he
his run
runs
got so much
across,
better.
Dude,
his run is so much better.
The
Trust me.
only
Okay.
the
I'll hold
only
you guys.
time I thought the CGI was a little bit funky was in the beginning with the babies. But you
Yes.
can't throw a real baby out the window.
exactly.
You know, so it had to be CGI.
that opening sequence
You know,
again, like,
but
was
other than
incredible.
that,
No, it was.
that movie from the very beginning had comedy, action within the first 2 minutes of the movie.
It made fun of Batman's mask how tight it was.
Yeah.
He's like, me and Larry were crying for 2 minutes.
when he was like, when he left the that was Gotham. When he left Gotham, or no, he left Central City to go to Gotham.
Yeah.
When he like darts across the land and he's just like trucking it, that was awesome. He wasn't
Yeah.
doing his crazy weird.
Yeah,
run
I
thing.
still don't get the pose though.
The swinging of the arms.
I don't get
like a
that.
figure skater.
No, like right before he runs, he folds his legs and then he, like
That's just
why?
his signature move.
Yeah.
And they made fun of it in the movie
You know?
when he lost his
Yeah.
speed.
They did.
The best part, like one of the funniest part, was when Wonder Woman had the rope tied. Batman was holding the rope. I would say, "I'm sorry, but I'm a narcissistic billionaire that doesn't have to say that." And
It was so good seeing her.
Barry's like, "I'm still a virgin. I've heard about sex, but I've never experienced it."
Yo, when,
That
when
was
Batman
hilarious.
gives her them eyes, I'm like, oh man.
And Gail Gadot, oh my god,
Yeah.
I'm glad
Talk
they
about
brought
like
her
the cameo queen now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
sure.
she was a cameo in Shazam and a cameo in this.
And it had weight. It actually served weight. Like
Yeah.
her cameos was like important.
Yeah.
Like it was good. It was good and important. But you know what? In thinking about this movie and answering your question, that 2 years, I think they needed those 2 years for the part that made you tear up, for all the CGI, for all those older characters that they brought back.
Yeah.
Because the CGI, what he said with the babies. Okay, yeah, they're babies. You know, but they better look fake.
Damn.
In their own little way, because they want to
They're
say
babies.
like,
CGI, I'm bad.
Yeah, it's gonna be subtitles. No babies was harmed during this.
Yeah.
That's something. There's people going around saying, "Was this a real part of the movie where they show Flash put the baby in the microwave?"
Yes.
Now he does it, but the part they show is in reverse. And a lot of like the TikToks that I saw where they're like, "Oh look, here's the baby. Let's put him right in the oven after all the saving's done." They completely took it out of context.
Oh, whatever. That's what they do.
Exactly.
But nonetheless, when you see all the shots of all the older,
They started with
Superman
George Reeves,
When
man.
all their worlds are colliding
Collide-
and running into each other, and you see they're about to all be destroyed, and the multiverse is going to be done with, and then it just rewinds, and they're not. Like, that was awesome. Like, to me, that was
They said the
absolutely
CGI was supposed to
awesome.
look like that.
Yeah.
It was supposed to look that bad. Or not
Nah,
bad, but just supposed to
Yeah.
look the way they did.
Oh,
Nah, come on in, man. Come on in.
Well,
What's up, guys?
How's it going?
It's going.
well, since you're here,
Shooting a podcast.
quick question: have you guys seen Flash?
Yes, absolutely.
What's your thoughts of it?
What the new Flash that came out?
yeah.
Actually, I did not see that.
Oh, you did not see it.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Did you see Spider-Verse?
No, I have not.
Okay.
I'm not the only one. Yes.
That's
But thanks
funny.
anyway. Please continue to shop. But no, I think that time lapse was good when it comes to just making sure that like all those faces were like they were right. You know what I mean? Like
So we didn't get the She-Hulk effect.
No.
Exactly.
Yeah, not at all.
No.
It was right. Like when those characters came back, when Nicolas Cage came back,
Dude.
like his CGI and everything around him was perfect.
Dude, they had him fighting a big spider.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like everything that they showed, and that part of the movie when they
For me,
show all those
yeah.
universes, that was everything.
I'm from like
And
the
that's-
vintage where like
trying to go see
Nicolas
some
Cage's
movies?
Superman was like originally thought to be fake, and to finally see that like come on the screen,
That was
like amazing.
When I saw Christopher Reeves,
Oh,
that
like you
was-
guys don't realize how big of a Christopher Reeves fan I am. Like, I love Henry Cavill, but to me, Superman will always be Christopher Reeves.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I saw him in
Mhm.
Smallville when he's in the wheelchair and he's a professor, and you know when he died, like it was just heartbreaking to me
Yeah.
because that was my dude.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that was it for me. So when I saw him in that movie, I don't know if we can curse, but I lost my
He lost his bleeper.
Yeah.
So did Mike. Mike lost everything.
Oh, dude, I
Yeah.
wish you guys had like a camera on me. Like,
The whole time was smiling and crying. Those were just too
it's
emotional.
amazing.
But these
Like a squealing
movies
pig
just
or something.
yeah.
Oh my god.
He was trying to hold it in.
It's that was my first time seeing him on the big screen.
Yeah.
Like I used to watch that on VHS. I used to watch it on TNT all the time whenever it was on. But seeing him on the big screen and that music swelling up, Helen Slater coming
Yeah.
in and seeing them together, just completely smashed my brain and my heart. I could not believe it. And it was just such a rush of it's this. It was amazing.
Yeah.
On top of Michael Keaton being back.
So for them to hone in and make sure that was perfect, to me, that was perfect.
So, all right, now that you guys have said that, do you think there's a redemption for this movie? Is there a potential for it to actually make not the full whatever $1 billion that they put into this movie, but something close than what was it, $50,000 or $50 million?
$50 million first
So,
weekend.
do you
No,
think that we're
because
gonna-
I
No,
think
it's
it's
done.
tainted.
it's done.
It's done.
tainted.
So
Like,
I'll be able to see it on like HBO Max in like a week.
they already
Probably.
put out. They already put
That's where I'm
out
at.
pre-orders for the,
It's not
for
called
the
HBO Max
DVD.
no more. It's
I don't
Max.
want that. I want HBO Max.
It's called Max now.
It's
Ain't no
just
HBO
Oh,
Max.
I'm sorry, Max.
But
Stupid.
They
but
changed
whatever.
it.
it's
by-
By
unfortunate.
HBO.
Yeah.
by HBO. Yeah, like it flows off the tongue. HBO Max, and then you go Max.
Max.
By HBO.
Yeah,
I
HBO.
feel like you're selling me like lotion or something,
It's short for Maximilian because that's how much money they make every day
Yep.
from us.
or
Yes.
Millions.
lack of in this
Yo.
movie.
Max is like my most expensive streaming service too, for like no reason. Yeah, we got to talk later.
Yeah, a friend of a friend.
But let's
It
because
helps with the cable.
as much
Like a
as
cigar.
a Batman fan as I am. Let's take this conversation and put it on some of the positive of this movie. That Batwing,
Yeah.
and that Moscow rescue where he starts swooping in and saves Barry and Barry with his bat cape. Like, come on, that was amazing.
That whole scene was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The whole scene, and once again, did it like just pull you in with all the fanfare, that all the stuff that we wanted to see?
Yeah.
Because when I was younger and I saw the original Batman with Michael Keaton, one of the most memorable parts for me was when he took right before it was so the Joker was party man,
Prince.
all the balloons,
R.I.P.
and
Prince.
everything.
Yep.
So,
Dude, I still have my original album.
great. So
Listening party at Mike's house.
When the Batwing went up to the moon and then showed and it made the symbol up in the moon.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then funneled his way back down, then got up the balloons.
I want that poster.
That was one of the all-time best scenes when I was a kid in my entire life.
I was 4, and those are my first memories. I'm not kidding you.
Literally.
My
His first memory.
cousin
You don't remember anything
Carl,
else but that.
is going
I
to that
remember
movie.
the
My
Joker
cousin,
pulling out a revolver that was like 6 feet
Yes.
long
yep,
and shooting down the Batwing.
Yes.
who's got like Gatling guns on it, like.
And they reduced it.
Yeah.
Now that my cousin took us to see that early. He worked for a comic book store in Levittown, and they had early tickets. And he took me and our family to a theater in Jersey to see it
That
early.
was major.
It was Batmania, 1980. I've lived through
was
2
major.
Batmanias. I lived through the 1989 Batmania, and I lived through the Dark Knight Batmania in 2007.
How does it feel that you probably never have another one again?
You'll have another
That
Batman.
hurts, man.
No.
You just won't have a Michael Keaton Batman.
Mania.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mania.
We'll see with Batman the Brave and the Bold.
yeah.
When that comes out with Damian Wayne. Thank God.
My
They're
man.
doing
Girl.
Damian Wayne. Just on another
Boo this man. Boo.
the one that hates Damien,
Uh,
and I love him.
who's my favorite comic book character of all time? Tim Drake, the right Robin.
Not the left one?
Damian Wayne. The real
Bad
Robin.
jokes. I'm sorry. Look, man.
He's from his own seed.
I'm
He's supposed to be Robin.
I'm pushing 40. I'm being an old man.
Jason Todd would
let's go
kill both of
way
them.
too long.
Jason Todd would kill both of them. He
well,
he
would
doesn't have
to
a
come
problem
back from
killing.
the dead first.
He is. He's Red Hood.
Jason Todd couldn't keep his own self alive. He
Well,
trying to kill somebody.
That was Batman's
All you
fault.
gotta do is throw
That was Batman's fault because he ain't
Jason
got
Todd's
no cojones.
kryptonite crowbar.
All right, so in the audience, Naeem, what do you think about the Flash movie?
One part that I was really confused of, and I had no idea that
He was half Spanish.
Never Superman.
Oh,
It was
I
a-
didn't know that.
so
It was a
like
comic book,
He
right?
auditioned.
He auditioned, but they did
for
it-
no, they
Superman.
went straight to there's a fitting of his costume.
Yeah.
It ended up stopping production 2 or 3 months before they started filming it.
Really?
There's a production. There's a documentary made by John Schnepp called "Superman Lives: What Happened." It's like an hour long. You probably find it on Netflix. It's
I'm gonna have to
amazing.
look that up. I got a fire stick.
Yep. Superman Lives: What Happened.
That's interesting.
It's a
But
whole
yeah,
documentary
who knew
about it.
Barry Allen was half Puerto Rican? His mom was she was Spanish. I don't know if she was Puerto Rican
Wait,
or
what?
Mexican
When-
or Dominican.
See, that's
Yeah.
something.
Not know
ugh.
that.
They're dancing the Spanish music and the TV.
Me-
See, I
Me
loved
as-
it in the. Oh my god, they just adding all
me
that
as
to the
a
culture.
me as a white guy, when they first announced the Justice League and who was playing them, I thought one of the coolest aspects of it was it wasn't a bunch of white people named Chris. You got Spanish Barry, Gal Gadot, who's Israeli. You got Ray Fisher, who's black. You got Jason Momoa, who's Polynesian,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and then you got 2 white guys.
The ratios, bro.
Like, I
Henry
thought
Cavill's British.
as the world's heroes, I thought it was important that they should be,
The
of the
United
world.
Nations.
That makes sense. Oh, I'm sorry. Please continue with the movie.
So yeah.
Yeah, I thought the Flash was pretty dope. I went to see it twice. First time in 4DX.
Oh,
That's
I
that's
have
on the
not
bucket list,
experienced
boys.
that yet. I want to do a 4DX movie so bad.
If you like roller coasters, the Flash is a great movie.
Yeah.
You know what? I can see that.
I
Yep.
really
Trying to go Wednesday.
Guess where I'll be tomorrow? Warrenton, PA.
Warrington,
Wednesday.
dude, that's my home.
That's where the 4DX
That's
movie
where-
is
Oh,
at.
dude, I'm like
Hold on.
2 minutes away from that place.
Hold
Yeah.
on. Pause for a second.
Oh wait.
For a second. Not editing, because world, y'all need to see this. You're off on Wednesday, right?
Yeah, but in the morning. I'm not gonna go at night. I got kid duty at night
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
because he's off Wednesday, so we would have went in the morning.
Okay,
You
that
got
makes
sick
sense.
time, bro?
Sick time for my family.
Kevin, you going with Kevin?
Yeah.
Oh,
he's off Wednesdays.
Okay.
I'm off on Wednesday.
Never
Oh,
mind.
you tried to do
Raise
that?
back.
Oh, he tried.
What?
He tried to put him on blast.
Please.
You're trying to go with them too? Oh God. Okay. Wait. Okay.
Oh,
as
man.
we
I'm about to
continue-
call out. Like, and if you're going to Warrington, that's literally right down the street from
Oh,
me.
we can go to Warrington.
So Naeem, continue. How you feel about
Naeem,
the Flash?
Pick
Please.
you up, bro.
No, but I agree with what you're saying with how it was. I really appreciated how he used his speed in different ways of fighting, from the Kryptonians and how what he did with the Hurricanes. And
Oh,
I really appreciate
I
that.
thought how both Flashes teaming up,
At the
that
end,
was probably like the greatest I've ever seen. a Flash
they did the
movie. I
Palpatines.
thought that was really dope.
Yo, and there's like a Star Wars reference.
Yeah.
Nah, I gotta go see it.
Yeah.
Made that big shockwave, and then they just started punching all of the Kryptonians.
Yeah.
Electrifying them.
Ooh.
Stuff,
I need to
Yeah.
see this.
Now, the one thing that subconsciously, I don't know if they really wanted to highlight this, but they've really highlighted the importance and how strong Superman is.
Yes.
Because throughout
Linchpin.
all that was going on,
Mm-hmm.
Flash had to reverse himself like 1,000 million times, and they still couldn't defeat him.
Mm-mm.
They still couldn't defeat Zod.
No.
Superman, the first time, went through some trials and tribulations, but ultimately snapped his neck. Sorry.
No, I've never been against that.
There you go. So it really showed the importance of Superman. And the Superman that I'm referring to is my Superman now, which is Henry Cavill.
But you know what we forgot to discuss
Hmm.
that was extremely shocking in that movie?
Hmm.
When they soloed Batman and Supergirl, and Zod killed them both.
How many
Yes.
times did they kill him? A bunch.
A bunch. But that was not expected. I
No.
was not
But
expecting.
you know what? Keaton did get his like. I was thinking that yesterday when I was watching it. He did get his like hero's goodbye.
Yeah. Yeah, he got his
Yeah,
farewell.
It was almost like Darth Vader esque when he was
So,
like, "You saved me."
That's probably another reason why you won't get a Batman Beyond now, too.
yeah.
And I
that's
just
true.
thought about that as we're talking.
But you know what?
Like, yeah, that's done. And
Dang, 'cause I
unless-
like Batman Beyond. Like
They might
that's probably like
still
one of my
do it, but
favorite
they're just
Batman.
gonna redo it differently.
They're gonna have to
with
wait so
Terry
much longer.
McGinnis.
Mhm.
I'd rather see a Batman Beyond movie than a Batman The Brave and the Bold.
Bingo.
I
Especially,
agree.
especially with
we've done
Patterson.
it.
Like I think we've
so
seen enough of it
many.
already.
Mhm.
We've had what 7 Batmans in our lifetime.
Yeah, like I mean, when is it gonna be like, all right, enough's enough. Let's do something different.
Even that stupid show Gotham.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Dude,
Yeah.
I tell you how stupid
I
that is.
watched
I
that
never
show.
watched past episode 4 of that thing, and you know how
Yeah.
diehard I am. I did not make it past
That
episode 4.
show was
Yeah.
like,
Dude, they started like talking about this goat guy, goat super. I'm like, nope, click.
yeah. that new Gotham show that they did, Gotham Family, or
Gotham
whatever.
Knights.
Yeah, they
Oh,
canceled that.
I
after
knew
one
that was going to
season.
be bad from
Oh.
a trailer.
Dude,
I
how you
was like,
gonna
that's
have
not
like
going
it
to
has like Huntress, it's got Spoiler, it's got Tim Drake, and they're just in like street clothes. I'm like, how you mess this up?
It's easy for them to do so.
Apparently, they can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
they
that's
can.
easily
Speaking
so.
of messing things up, can we talk about how awesome that Batmobile was in park the entire movie?
The original Batmobile.
Yeah, they brought in like the '89 Batmobile and left it in park.
yeah.
Yes.
They didn't drive it at all.
No.
Really?
A Batwing the whole time,
They
Are
uncovered
you
it.
kidding me?
They uncovered it.
and they had
It
about
said-
10 pounds of dust on it.
That's my
So that was-
biggest complaint about
That was a
movie.
paper mache thing. It wasn't real.
Barry takes a
They-
nap in it.
They borrowed it from the Six Flags.
It's still got the OnStar button in it.
Do they still have it at Six Flags? I haven't been
Oh
there in
my
like 15
God.
years.
It's
Yeah,
still
still
there.
there. I
Yeah.
just saw it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, he slept and ate in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my biggest gripe about that whole
Come
thing.
on. Like
Yeah.
that's all right. That's a flop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a wasted opportunity.
The
Yeah,
Flash
because,
costume
that would be
was
pure
good.
nostalgia. Like every kid wanted to see that thing. Like,
But you know
Yeah.
what? There were some pictures of Batgirl that were just released where they showed that Batmobile in action.
Yep.
So was it just because they cut her out? Maybe they didn't.
But
do
that
it?
Batmobile was going to be used
The whole point
in
of
that movie.
Yeah, the whole point of Batgirl was it was going to be after the Flash. It was supposed to be Michael Keaton
They should still release
teaching
that.
They
her how to
definitely
be
should.
Batgirl.
So since they flopped that movie and decided to not do it, then
That was the
Keaton-
original plan.
Yeah.
Keaton wanted
Michael
them to
Keaton was going to
cut.
come back and be
Mentor.
the
In fact,
mentor for Batgirl.
the ending
didn't
scene,
know that.
there's pictures of the ending scene of not having George Clooney, but it's Michael Keaton dressed like old man Bruce with this all black suit. He's got like the collar around his neck.
Yeah.
That was filmed outside that courthouse.
What?
Yep.
They need to release Batgirl.
Yes.
Because
Isn't
Brandon
Brendan Fraser?
Fraser's in it. He plays Firefly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Brendan
Just
Fraser
release
was-
it to
Brendan Fraser was
HBO
talking about
Max.
how
That's all you
Yeah.
got to do.
Yes.
It's done. It's edited. Everything's done on
It
that
would
movie.
make sense. Why?
They just dropped it
Why
because
they
they're
trash it?
they're revamping the DC.
They wrote it
That's
off for
stupid.
taxes.
Listen, at this point,
Stupid.
they have for I guess just for the sake of the fans, just drop the damn thing.
Yeah.
Like,
I
there's
can't
no
think
point in
of
holding
any-
something back that's not going to be detrimental to your actual plan.
Leslie Grace was so invested in it that she visited children's hospitals dressed as
up.
Batgirl.
I saw
How
that.
messed
Yeah.
up is that? Like that they dropped it.
And the Batgirl suit looks great.
It
Yep,
didn't look
it was
bad.
Batgirl Burnside.
Better than the TV show.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Anything is better than the TV.
Can we talk about how important it is to have Batgirl for little girls?
Yeah.
I would love my daughter to see that.
I mean, at this point, it's there.
Just release it.
They just got to release it.
Just
Like,
give it to us.
at the end of the day, here's the thing.
What's it going to flop?
You already talked. Right, that's what I'm
It
saying.
already did.
That's what I'm saying. They already took the loss
Yeah.
by scrapping it. All the money they put into it is completely wasted now. So at this point, just give the fans what they want, man.
For me, like, if you look at the original, it's a Christmas movie too. Like, I love Christmas movies. I love Christmas movies
it's
and
Hawkeye
holiday
for
movies.
DC.
And you get like a holiday superhero movie, and they just didn't release.
Wait, Mike. You say you like Christmas movies?
Yeah.
Did you ever see The Grinch?
Yeah.
You're
Wasn't there? What was the movie that you haven't seen? The
Oh
Christmas
no,
movie?
I saw the real Grinch movie. You know, like the 30-minute cartoon.
You've never seen
Oh,
Jim
not
Carrey's
Jim
Grinch?
Carrey
No.
one?
Near-
Okay.
I mean, here's the thing, though. If
Okay,
it is a
pick up-
Christmas movie, right?
Pick up the mic, but we're not going to talk about the Grinch.
Yeah,
right now.
we ain't
You
hear
get
about the
mad.
Grinch.
And we're talking DC.
I remember him saying that. I remember we were talking about it before the
I
podcast.
can
on Flash.
bring it back real quick.
Thank you.
Jim Carrey played the Riddler in Batman.
That's true.
There you go.
There we go. Back to DC, baby.
Wind
Wow,
back to
see?
DC. What
Can
a
we talk about
segue.
more positives on the Flash? How about when they go to Wayne Manor and they go to the armory? They go to Alfred's like kitchen. Oh, I loved it.
And he's making some crappy spaghetti.
He is, but he's beating their butts too. Like
Yeah.
he straight up like beat Barry and Barry while making spaghetti.
On
He's
top
there.
us. Wait, whoa.
He beat
Right,
Barry.
that's right. You know what he does? He throws the
beat-
thing and Barry
yeah.
dodges it.
He beat the original Barry.
Yeah.
Not the doppelganger from his when he went back in time.
His past
what-
self.
Yeah.
In her limited time, what did we think of Sasha Kaye as Supergirl?
I really like
I liked her.
Yeah.
I liked
she
her.
looked phenomenal. That suit was phenomenal.
Mhm.
It was perfection.
I hope they bring her back for.
Huh?
That's how relax your slobber in here.
No, she really she did a great job.
She
Like,
was another one. They released a video of the director telling her she's Supergirl. She literally cried.
Yeah,
She cried because she wanted this role so badly.
yeah. Like
She
I
understands
think
like the weight of it and what it means to.
it was a good way, and it wasn't. It was a different take on
Mhm.
Supergirl. She wasn't blue-eyed blonde hair.
She don't need to
She had some ethnicity to her.
be. Bingo.
You know, and the suit looked great.
Mhm.
Like it really did look great.
I agree. I mean, she looked absolutely amazing, and it's like you wanted to see more of her
Yes.
Exactly.
in the future.
Yeah.
And
But no.
it's, sure. I don't know if we will ever get that.
There is a Supergirl movie announced for the new DC universe, Supergirl Woman of Steel, where it is she goes across the universe to make a name for herself outside of her cousin's shadow.
Is it going to be her?
She's dead.
Probably not. Yeah, I was gonna say she
She
died.
died in the movie.
Yeah.
Zod killed her
But-
20 times.
Now, here's my thing. with Flash officially stopping and going back and changing everything, does that possibly mean that? Well, it could possibly mean that she would have never been the only Kryptonian now,
Right.
because now Superman is actually around.
Oh,
So
wait.
she's-
Another thing. I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
Zod killed Superman in this movie, too.
Yeah.
As a baby, he killed
Exactly.
Yep.
Kal-El.
As a baby. Correct?
Yeah. And now she's done. So there's no Kryptonians on that Earth.
That
Oh,
universe,
dang.
that's true.
Yeah.
But then again, I mean, they brought back the end credits scene. They brought back Jason Momoa's Aquaman.
So yeah,
For
they
what,
can
though?
bring back
Like, that's-
they can bring back the actors, but at this,
That's
she
what
ain't
I'm saying. It's
getting no
so
younger.
confusing.
Yeah.
Is Supergirl going to be younger than Superman? Older than Superman?
She's supposed to be older than Superman.
But usually it's she's supposed to be older, but she usually comes back as younger.
yeah.
But didn't James Gunn say that the Superman movie is like him, like 18, like a younger
Yeah.
version of himself? So like, if this is Supergirl, maybe this could be an older version of him.
I think so.
This Superman better have, like, in this Superman movie James Gunn doing, it better be Brainiac as the villain. Like, I wanna
It's going to
see-
be the Authority.
Is it?
It's going to be the Authority, and it's going to be.
I know he's doing an Authority TV show.
No, it's a movie.
Is it a movie?
It's
or
a
TV
straight
show?
movie, and what I think it's going to be the moral conflict of Superman is the moral compass of the DC universe, and you got these Authority, and they probably don't mind killing people,
Yeah.
and I think they're going to run into that issue.
Okay. DC.
Don't
Once
f- it up.
again,
That's coming from me. Don't
we waited.
mess this up, man. Don't mess it up.
Y'all been messing up, and we've been giving y'all a chance after chance. We fell in love with every single one of the Justice League characters in some kind of way at first. We was about Flash,
I was always
When we
there
first
about
saw
her. About him,
but
yeah.
all the rest of them. I mean, we even gave Batfleck.
Yeah.
We even
That's
gave
awesome.
him an opportunity for us to like him.
I was definitely wrong on that casting because
Dude,
I was so pissed when they casted
my
Ben
first
Affleck.
YouTube video is like me trashing Ben Affleck.
Yeah, I'm like, really? Ben Affleck is Batman?
I think my original Facebook post is like, this is the end of all good things Batman.
Yeah. And
Jeez.
surprisingly,
Put him where it hurts, right?
Dude, I was
he
mad.
killed it. He killed it as Batman.
Mike's over here like, put him in a coffin.
I was.
So, but you draw us in for all these great characters because, God, Gal Gadot, could you get any better as Wonder Woman?
I think that's probably
No.
the best
No,
one.
yeah,
that we
Linda
cast
Carter.
right now.
Back in the day.
Right. Okay.
But now, though,
But Jason
Eyes
Momoa,
up here. Watching her spin.
I was a 10-year-old little boy.
we found out what
No,
women
but
were.
Gal Gadot was.
He became a man.
I became a man, Linda Carter. But like,
in my opinion, you could
edit that out.
No, that stays now, buddy.
both cameras. Sorry.
No,
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 but
no,
Gal-
no, no.
No,
Gal
no,
Gadot
no.
definitely did a fantastic job
You know-
as Wonder Woman.
I'm still a big fan of Jason Momoa's Aquaman.
I actually did
They all
Yeah.
killed it.
I actually
Ray
really
Fisher was
enjoyed
even
it.
good as Cyborg.
Yes.
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 So they got everything right, and they still got it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Yeah.
like now is this hard reboot with stuff that's still around that they shouldn't reboot. I just don't get it or understand. So please get it right. And when it comes to Marvel, please get it right.
Get back on track.
Because right now everything is kind of like in turbulence with the people and the audience and what they think about what
I
y'all
just think-
doing. Everything is starting to really be bad.
I just think the entertainment industry is having a little bit of a flop right now. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like
For
the writers
this is the
Guild
first
having that
summer that feels like a blockbuster summer since COVID started. I mean, we got movie after movie after movie
issue, and
after
they
movie.
haven't been executed.
No, I
You
think
know what I'm saying?
Spider Verse.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Everything is
Spider-Verse.
trailing behind Spider Verse because it hit with a moment. There are people dressing up as Miles. There's burgers with Miles.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah,
this
You got
is
the,
like
you got the video game coming out. at the end of
exactly.
the year.
This is Miles' moment right now.
Mhm.
It's a pop culture staple.
Sony's
It's-
essentially doing so. I don't know if you guys noticed, and this is actually something that wasn't on the topic docket for today. But Nintendo, right? Nintendo just had their showcase for video games.
Yes.
They have 4 Mario games coming out.
Mario RPG, man. I want to see Malo
No,
and Gino.
they're dropping 4 Mario games in the next year off of the Mario movie hype.
Mm-hmm.
Sony's doing the same thing, bro.
Wow.
They're doing Spider-Man everything. Whatever you can get your hands on that can be Spider-Man worthy, they're doing it.
Yeah.
So,
And Miles is definitely taking over
Mm-hmm.
as Spider-Man.
Absolutely.
yeah.
But now, my question, based on the Spider-Verse movie, in order for Miles to be in the Marvel universe, not the Sony universe, does that mean Tom Holland has to die?
I won't mind it.
Man.
Honestly,
Because in the movie, they said there can only be one Spider-Man in each universe.
Well, not
And in that universe, because Peter Parker died because Miles became Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm. In the Ultimate Universe.
So, right.
Ugh.
So in the Marvel universe, do they kill off Tom Holland to bring in Miles Morales?
So here's the thing
Or
with
do you have them both?
nah.
you can't have both.
You
can't.
take this is
you
what his
got
fourth
both with
movie.
the Spider-Man. I know it's a game, but you got both Spider-Man there.
Yeah, but all right, so here's where my theory on that is. Tom Holland's he's mentally out the door, okay? He is saying that this will probably be his last one, which is perfect opportunity for them to implement Miles. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing.
We know he's alive in that universe.
Is he's alive in that universe, exactly. So now it's kind of like, hey, do we just leave it to where he does die and then he gets brought in that way?
It's a good swan
Or
song.
is he the training of Miles? Like, because in the video games, that's what happens. Peter trains Miles to become Spider-Man.
Take it back to the original Ultimate Fallout. Peter Parker dies in Ultimate Spider-Man,
Mhm.
and Miles takes over.
Right.
Just
Just do that.
do that.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Nobody wants to play Spider-Man for 40 years. Okay?
Okay, look at this kid.
Can you
He's what,
see a 40-year-old man
30?
in tights? It took so much for Tobey Maguire to come back into the... And they CGI'd his suit, guys. You know what I mean? So it's like, how do you... So yeah, I think they're just going to kill him off. I think they're just going to do it.
I think they will.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah. I feel like it would just make more sense because we have to bring in that new group at some point. You know what I mean? Out with the old, with the
And
new,
have him lead the Avengers.
and had him lead. Yo, he's a smart kid.
Why not?
He is.
You
a
saw what
very
he
smart
did in the
kid.
movie. He
Why not?
outsmarted every Spider-Man. Every single one.
Why not have both? Why not have Peter lead the Avengers and then have Miles do the Young Avengers?
That's a possibility
I
too.
see- yeah,
I can
'cause
see that.
Definitely Peter's much older.
Yes.
I mean, it's a possibility. I mean, and also you have East Coast and West Coast. You have
Yes.
East Coast Avengers and West Coast Avengers. There's a
All
very
I'm
easy-
saying is, I don't know why it's such a bad thing to have two Spider-Man or two any same hero at once in the same universe, but
Oh no! The camera, it's broken.
This work.
Yeah, we
Those don't.
already lost Peter once.
Like that.
Oops.
Oh no! The screws have fallen.
This is what happens when we have live.
Gotta love the
recordings.
technical difficulties.
It's okay.
We back on?
Ooh,
Oh, we never was off.
Oh, okay.
that camera stayed on.
I cut it off this one.
I still got mine.
Yeah, we got the main one.
But yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I forgot what
I pulled a Larry.
two Spider-Man at once is not a bad thing
No, I don't.
because you're
I was
doing
gonna
it
say
in the
you
game.
already had Peter die once.
mm-hmm.
Peter already died in Infinity War when he, succumbed to Thanos' snap.
Also with this, it doesn't have to be everything the comic says. With Peter have to die for Miles to take over. Kevin Feige wants to do his own thing. He did that with, obviously we know about the multiverse, and Sony messed it up with Morbius. Somehow Vulture just pops in, whatever. Why can't Kevin Feige do that with Miles and Peter?
Now, which one of you guys had the theory about the Spider-Man 4 cover art and saying that it was Toby?
Oh yeah.
What if
Well,
that's...
Actually, no. I think that was one of y'all that said it was Toby.
Somebody-
I did something else.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
somebody said something about it being like Toby's movie and not Tom Holland's movie.
No, that would be interesting. Who
Somebody had mentioned that. I can't
You
pinpoint.
brought up the Fantastic Four, then I put the bombshell on you.
Yes.
Oh, that's what it was. It was the Fantastic
Yeah, for
Four.
me it was
That's
Fantastic
what
And
it
then
was.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's like first appearance, Amazing Fantasy, was with the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Right. If y'all guys actually got
Oh no,
with
no,
that-
no! I'm sorry. It was Spider-Man #1. I forget. Hold on.
Google.
Okay. Well, we're kind of bouncing all over the place, but and this part of the conversation, we was and looking at the Spider-Man 4 cover art. If you look at it real hard, it literally has 2 fours on. Jesus, it has 2 fours on there, and that 2 fours, the 1 4 is at the very very top where Marvel Studios is at.
Wait,
There's Tom Holland's number 4,
Could
fourth
be.
film, and then
but it's-
Tobey Maguire's 4th film. You're thinking.
I'm thinking that whatever what it is, regardless, why would be 2 fours? So 1 4, which is it was actually the color blue at the very very top of that 4, where the Marvel Studios logo is. That 4 represents the Fantastic Four,
Okay.
Okay.
and the other 4 just represents
It's gonna be a
right in the
tie-in.
middle of the Spider-Man 4. Whoever who Spider-Man it is, don't know if it's.
I mean,
don't
what
know
if it's-
which Spider-Man
It could be
is.
both their
But
fourth.
I,
Yeah.
but I
You know what I
think
mean?
the Fantastic Four, because it literally makes 2 fours.
That's like the other thing. Where would this movie take place? Is it gonna be before or after Secret War?
Yeah,
But you got to think, if we're having that incursion. That could be like.
Or you introduce them during the Secret Wars.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause-
Given the black suit on in Secret War.
Yeah.
Two
Why not?
Spider-Man enter, one Spider-Man leave.
Oh. What if it's 3 Spider-Man?
Nah, that's not how Thunderdome works, dude.
Yeah, and you also have the symbiote too. The symbiote from
It's still in the
from the
MCU.
Sony's
Yeah, it's still
Venom.
in the MCU, which means in the next movie, I would think in the next movie you have to put the symbiote on.
I would hope you get.
You have to do Amazing
You probably
Spider-Man
towards the end.
300.
Probably towards
That's
the
the
end.
Spider-Man book where he was introduced to the symbiote.
Yeah, it's
Bring it.
like it's
Bring it.
It's confusing, this whole thing, because you got another symbiote from another universe, but whatever.
Well, they already jacked that one up.
I mean,
but-
with
What
the whole
is-
thing with Secret Wars, though, that could be.
Avengers movies. That's
Well, it's gonna be Kang Dynasty first,
Kang
and then it's
Dynasty
gonna be
and then
Secret Invasion.
Secret-
And
or
those
Secret-
got
or
pushed
Secret
back
Wars.
a year.
Secret
apiece.
Wars. Yeah.
Secret War. Well, yes, he had the symbiote
In
Secret
Secret
Wars.
Wars.
Secret Wars.
Yeah.
because that's where he got it, wasn't it?
So there has to be a
Yeah.
Spider-Man movie before that Secret Wars comes out.
Yeah, because
Symbiote
they
suit,
they
yup.
pushed
Where
they
they'll
pushed both
introduce
of them
him
back.
with the black symbiote.
I think 2026 is when Kang Dynasty comes out, and 2027 is when Secret Wars comes out.
Oh God.
Okay, so we have a lot going on when it comes to Marvel that we have to wait for. We hope they go ahead and get that together.
Amen.
Yes.
DC, they have a lot on their docket. We hope they get that together. Jesus.
Dude, how good does this
Fingers crossed.
Superman movie have to be to break even?
Well, they better hope that that
I mean,
Flash does incredible numbers in India and all
Nah,
over
dude.
to try to make some kind of money.
It's not.
That's
It's
a shame.
it's not.
a shame. But nonetheless, you got our. Did it get? Yeah. Okay, we saw it. They got our popcorn money because we saw it. We had premiere tickets, but
Not too. I got free popcorn that night.
Yeah, it was great.
well, you gotta think too. They sent like multiple, like premiere ticket things. I got them I got the email 4 times.
Dude,
Wow.
This
they
still
was
never
so
got it.
weird when we saw it.
He's
now,
like,
mind you, it was
"You're gonna
3
like
days
this."
beforehand.
Oh yeah, we're gonna like it. Yeah, I already saw it.
What? What you mean you saw it already? It comes out in 3 weeks. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
It was.
Yeah,
Yeah, I had to go second time and invite these guys.
Well, because he
Yeah,
couldn't.
I know.
Thank
Only because he
you.
didn't have the pause function, so he had to go back and watch it again.
Yeah, the catch ones.
There was so much to catch on to.
So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and close it out from here. Thank y'all guys so much for joining us for our 30th episode. Guys, this is our 30th episode. And it was
30.
important for
Holy
us to have our 30th episode live at Baby Gorillas Comics. Look, please check out this man in his shop. It's so important for us to know that he is still doing well. The shop is awesome and amazing. It has Funko Pops, comic books, figures, and it's new inventory every single freaking week. There's always something new to look at and hear quickly because it's going to be gone quickly.
Yeah,
So-
had Kev questioning his financials today.
Here, look at it like this. A movie ticket costs you $20.
Mhm.
A streaming service will cost you $15 a month to watch a superhero movie.
Mhm.
A DVD will cost you $20. A comic book $5. You can read it, you can look at it, you can imagine it anytime you want. Come pick up that comic book.
And sometimes they go up in value, which is nice.
Bingo.
You can read it and make money. So please stop by Baby Gorilla Comics out here in Penndel, PA. We're definitely this is like our second home away from home. So Jose, once again, thank you so much for allowing us to be here in your presence and this awesome shop. Sure, this is not going to be the last time within the next couple months.
I
And I'm
hope
sure
not.
we're going to try to do this again and again and again because we absolutely love being here. Guys, any last words before we close out?
No. Go see them. Go see those movies.
So
Yeah, we're going together.
All right, let's go.
the only thing
40?
I would like to say, it's a pleasure hosting you guys. I love having you guys here. I love talking nerd talk. If you're not in this area or if you're not local, I also have an eBay store, which is Baby Gorilla Comics 77 at eBay. So you can check what I have on there. I have figures, comic books, statues, a little bit of everything. But if you can come into the shop, it's I take a lot of pride in my shop, and it's small, but I think it gets the job done. So
Absolutely.
I want to
It's
thank you guys.
organized, and that is the most important thing.
And it's very clean.
It's
Extremely
clean.
I hate going in the bookstore, and it is. I get OCD,
It just
and I
smells like a
can't do
sweaty
it.
guy.
My panic sets in. I gotta go.
But Mike is in his natural habitat.
Crikey.
Crikey, he's in his natural habitat again. In the woods of comics. Okay, so anyway,
Yeah, I want to look in. I want to look in that case, man.
Ooh,
it's
somebody
a
about to leave
beautiful
bread.
case of very
Key Comics.
Yeah,
Yeah,
older
yeah.
comic books, Golden Age, Silver Age, a little bit of everything.
in other words, everything that y'all guys love is actually here. So please stop by Baby Gorilla Comics or check him out on his eBay. We'll have all his information all listed in the comments below, so you will be able to see it firsthand. Thank y'all guys so much for joining us. Episode 30 of G&T. We out. Be easy.
Adios.
Adios. I held up the damn mic like an idiot. I was like, waving the mic.
I mean, that's good. That's good B-roll.
Yay, I
Yes,
did
it is.
it.
It's still going.
Keep doing the story. Look at all this stuff.
Woo!
Just wait.